Hello, everybody, and welcome back. You are watching the Breakout presented by Binary Breakers. I'm Chibi Carrera. I'm so excited to be here to be your host for Cavern of Dreams and Caravan Sandwich. It's going to be a great rest of the night. For those who don't know, the Breakout is our spotlight series which aims to showcase members of our community throughout the year. Tonight's showcase theme is Spring Breakout. We're highlighting runs which feature the great outdoors and all things nature. So our next run is going to be showcasing eggs. Hopefully our runner Mouse Shy will not crack under the pressure and get exhausted from this. We might learn a little bit of eggonomics. Hopefully no one here will have a foul temper. But I think overall it's going to be an exceptional run. So, Mouse Shy, you can go ahead and take it away with Cavern of Dreams, all eggs.
Thank you, Rara. Thank you for the excellent introduction. I'm Mouse Shy, and joining me on commentary is Aiko. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi, I've never played this game before, but I've seen it played once or twice.
Once or twice. The category we're running is all eggs, very spring Eastery themed. Basically, this is Finn the baby dragon here. Luna has kidnapped all of his unhatched siblings, so they're eggs, and we have to go find all 40 of them. So time will start, just for simplicity's sake, we'll start it when we hit the file here, in 3, 2, 1, go. So Cavern of Dreams is a retro-style collectathon platformer that was released in 2023. You play as Finn here, a little baby dragon. And yeah.
Great thing about Finn is he's just a little guy. Just very little guy. You're going to see a lot of little guy movement, rolling.
And there's egg number 1. Get used to that sound effect. We're going to hear it 40 times. So now that we've collected the first egg, we will be talking to Sage here, and they use they them pronouns, will be giving us a tail, which we can.
Tail is used for some movement abilities like that super bounce, which is not at all intended movement, and as you may have noticed, sends Finn very, very high. It turns out in a 3D platforming game, if you can jump like very, very, very high, you can skip a lot of content. So you're going to see us doing a lot of Mouse doing a lot of super bounces.
And then here, there's a little puzzle you're supposed to do to unlock this door, or if you dive down like I just did with Finn, Finn will clip into the loading trigger for the doorway, and you can skip doing that. Eiko, would you like to talk about cutscene skips real quick? There's one of them.
So basically, when you are rolling, and if you miss a attack with your tail, your rolls gain an attack hitbox, which you can then use to simultaneously hit with your rolling hitbox and then interact with normally to basically just skip the cutscene. And with the cutscene skipped, the flags that would have been relevant with that cutscene are triggered, but they don't happen until you transition to the room. So Mouse has to go into the sub area and spin these statues to all rotate, and then the 2 cutscenes that they skipped in the prior room will both have the doors for them opened. In the meantime, we're going to come in here and get egg number 5. Each of these eggs is lovingly painted by Luna, the primary antagonist.
Probably the only antagonist. Unless you count those little urchins as antagonists, but they're just, it's Finn's fault for running into them.
I count the Gobbler, ! As an antagonist, personally.
Oh, we'll get to the Gobbler later. So now we gotta do a little puzzle in here. Thankfully, we already know the answer. And we'll grab this egg here in a second, but first we're going to run back here and grab another egg. And there's another puzzle here. There's kind of some hover boots in the back there that you're supposed to grab and kind of do some sort of hover puzzle. They work kind of like the Ocarina of Time hover boots, but also you can just super bounce up here.
Yep, super bouncing continues to be very effective movement, and it's just better routing to get this egg on the way back. So Mouse is going to do it this way instead.
So one of the big things for the movement in this game is you need to manage your momentum. So when Finn's moving, you'll notice he has a trail of red sparkles behind him. That kind of indicates how much momentum he has at the time. And you want a lot of momentum, because a lot of momentum makes you go fast. But at the same time, Finn becomes pretty much uncontrollable when he's at top speed. So a lot of what I'm doing here is trying to balance going really fast with also doing like kind of slower more controlled movement, so that Finn doesn't careen off the side of a cliff or something.
Yep. And speaking of controlled movement, something we saw Mouse doing there a couple times is pausing in the middle of a super bounce. This will actually stop the super bounce from going too high, because in these like rooms that have ceilings, like the one Mouse was just in, you just want to cut your super bounce short early to avoid going all the way up and bonking.
Mm-hmm. And then another little quick cutscene skip here. By collecting that first collectible card, it pops up a tutorial text box, which lets us skip that cutscene that gives us kind of an overview of the area there, because that's normally where you're supposed to enter the area. And then if I can get the lineup right, we can grab this egg through the floor here. Finn, please. There we go.
We love collision and hitboxes in our 3D video games.
Alright, and breaking through this wall here, and once we grab this upcoming egg, we will be doing a first save and quit of the run. We save and quit a couple times in this run because it gives us a convenient little warp back to the central hub area. And we want to go back there because now that we've collected 12 eggs, Sage has a couple things for us. They're going to give us a horn attack and also some wings. The wings let us glide, which is really useful, and the horn attack is used to break a few things here and there.
That's right. For 1 dozen eggs, you too can get wings from your local sage. Terms and conditions apply, etc., etc.
And then come up here, we're actually going to see Luna for the first time. Very briefly. She's going to pop in, break a bridge, and then leave, as you do.
I'm always doing this. Hi Luna, bye Luna, miss you.
So lore-wise, Luna, she was an orphan, and she was taken in by Sage, but then Sage abandoned her for reasons, and Luna did not take it well, which is honestly kind of understandable. But did you really need to kidnap 40 baby dragons and their eggs and paint them and hide them everywhere?
Empirically, yeah, she did.
Okay. And now we are actually entering what's supposed to be kind of like the final area of the game. This is Luna's Gallery of Nightmares, and basically Luna's secret hideout. She's a troubled artist, and which is also why all the eggs are painted. And also in this area, you'll see there's little paintings everywhere. Some of them are a little strange looking.
You just don't understand her artistic vision.
I sure don't. And, do you want to talk a little bit about air swimming here?
Yeah, so if you if you leave a water area from the side while swimming downward, you instead get to swim in the air, and this is nice because it's kind of just like flying. And that lets you avoid having to go grab some wing, and will let Finn enter the Pits of Despair, where there's water, and also it's water that you can't breathe. Normally you can breathe water, as we all know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so we're on kind of like a hidden timer in this area. You'll get some ominous messages in the bottom of your screen there. Something is wrong, you can't seem to catch your breath. And so we have to hit 3 green switches in here in order to open the way to the egg that is hidden in this area. And so we got the switch at the bottom of the scritch pit there. And then we're going to go do a super hard tile puzzle.
It's so difficult. Everyone root for Mouse. This can be like a huge time loss segment if you don't get it first or second try, and if you get really unlucky, you have a big problem because you can't. You'll run out of air, and then you have to start everything over. Oh wow, Mouse, you're doing really well.
I know, I'm getting so lucky right now.
This is very impressive.
Mm-hmm. At some point, this joke is going to get old.
No.
But so actually, the puzzle had the same solution every time. There's another message. We're starting to feel lightheaded. We aren't going to see it progress much more than this, but if you're in here for like a very long time near the end end of the timer, then your vision actually starts to get dark and it gets hard to see.
Frightening.
Yeah. Guys, go say hi to Haha over here.
Hello, haha.
Let's see. It wants to laugh alongside someone, but its incredibly toxic skin means that no one can be close to it. And if you do touch its skin, it does knock you out.
Which is not good, TM.
So, Rara, Echo, what are your favorite egg designs that you've seen so far?
I like this one. It's a nice blue.
Yeah.
I have to agree. Yeah.
Also, now that we've cleansed this place, Finn is happy, and the little faces in the background were happy. Unfortunately, we're gonna come out here and remember we're in the Gallery of Nightmares, and Finn's gonna be sad again. But that's okay, because we're gonna go visit Jacob.
Oh, it's the best part of the run. Everyone, get ready to say hi to Jacob.
He just lives in the basement. He's just vibing down here. There he
Is
is.
this like
Hi,
is
Jacob.
this like
Bye,
Jacob
Jacob.
from Twilight, or
It's exactly like Jacob from Twilight. If Jacob from Twilight was a like ominously dancing starfish, that means you no harm.
And lives in the basement.
probably
Well, I mean-
a lot better than imprinting on a baby.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
And now we are grabbing our first throwable item. Aiko, if you'd like to talk about that a little.
Yeah, so throwable items are kind of obnoxious because they change your, like some of the normal input movement or binds are, instead have you use the throwable item, and if you drop them or miss them, you have to recollect them. So Mouse has to be careful with the movement, but gets it, is able to insert it into that photograph, give the lady question mark some hands question mark, and that will open doors, which is great.
So yeah, with throwables, the throw button is the same as like your tail attack button, which is inconvenient because we use our tail attack to boost off of the ground, so it restricts our movement options and also makes it real easy to accidentally throw it.
Oh, no fair. You must have cheated.
Yes, I
Kind of
cheated
speed
by
cheat.
already knowing everything. Also, you may have seen me kind of dodge around that egg in the middle there. That's a fake egg. If you get too close to it, Luna pops out, laughs, menacingly, and drops you in the sewers, which we don't want in our life. We do not need anything else in the sewers. And also, Luna has glued some eyeballs to these statues, and it's freaking out poor Rattles in the middle there. He doesn't like to be looked at. I wouldn't want to be looked at by these things either.
They
So we
are
need
weird
to-
looking.
Yeah.
It's like it's a little uncomfortable, I would say. I'm with
Yeah.
Rattles here.
So we need to spin them around so they aren't looking at them. Also, in the water here, there's these whirlpools, and if you fall in the water, you'll get sucked down the whirlpools and you'll go to the sewers. Once again, we don't want to go to the sewers, so we need to be kind of careful about that. And also, the little dead fish that are kind of circling around will knock you into the water and ruin your day as well. Also, they're just like a flat sprite, so depending on the angle, it can be really hard to see them coming.
The secret 2D enemies. Very dangerous.
Mm-hmm. And now we are in the Wastes of Eternity. There's a puzzle here, there's a sandstorm, and I think you're supposed to follow the trees where they're pointing to find the egg, or you can just kind of know where the egg is. It's right here.
I really feel like this one out of all of them is like the one that Luna should really complain about if you go straight to it, because it's like, hello.
I
How did you
definitely
do
did
that?
cheat for this one.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what those little guys in the sand are called, but their little lore card says that they like looking at the moonlight. It's very
Oh, me
sweet.
too.
And now we've got this glider here that makes Finn glide. Well, we need to go grab it again, but it's a glider that makes Finn glide very far, very fast in a kind of straight line. And it's a throwable item, and we need to go throw it at a painting.
They also look very silly when they're like.
Yes,
up.
it does look very silly. It's very
just
oversized.
So
for
much
Finn.
bigger than Finn, yeah. And they just sort of stay in place while you're rolling.
Yeah.
Whee! Finn makes such great noises while moving. It's one of the many delightful things about this game. Just the vibes are so good.
And then, as every art gallery has, we have a room full of lava with a roller coaster.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my favorite part of the art gallery. Is the
mine
lava
too.
roller coaster room.
Alright, and then I think you're supposed to like go grab the glider again to get over to this area over here. Or we could just do a couple super bounces and some fast gliding, which I don't think we've explained. Aiko, would you like to explain fast gliding a little?
Yeah, so it turns out if you start a glide and then stop it, and then start a glide and then stop it, and then start a glide and then stop it, you can glide much faster than you would originally, and this is useful. It's a lot of inputs, but Mouse is very good at this game, so everything's fine. And now we are here in the snake land of snakes, where there's snakes. All of the things are snakes. Those things falling down, those are snakes. This thing that we're climbing, snakes. These enemies, snakes. Also that right there, snake.
Or for short, the Coils of Agony.
Yeah, you could also call it that. I like my name better, though.
It is pretty catchy. And when you get hit, you can also use that trick we were using earlier of pausing and unpausing real quick to cancel Finn's upwards velocity, and to not get knocked around as much.
It's a real neat safety strat, because falling off this is so obnoxious. Even the water snakes, look at this.
But now that we've grabbed the egg, this place is also kind of cleansed in a sense, and the snakes are now blowing bubbles.
Oh, just like in real life.
Yeah. Alright, now coming up here, we're going to be grabbing kind of the last egg of this area. Doing another throwable at a painting. And dodging around this middle egg here one more time. Technically this should be scary, but I've never missed it.
Casual brag there.
There's many times where I've thrown it and it's like barely hit the edge, and I'm like, that should have missed. I don't know why the game let me have that one. But yeah, now we are moving on here to... We finished the final area, now we need to do 2 other areas because we went out of order. We are going to see Mr. Carrington. Would you like to talk about Mr. Carrington?
Yeah, Mr. Carrington, he's a special guy. He's the type of guy who is an airship, a machine built for war by an ancient race, but he didn't actually want to do any of the war, so they abandoned him. He's kind of sad about it. It's okay, though.
Yeah, he's a bit of a grumper, both because of that, and also he's got these kind of red sores on him that you're supposed to take some bottles of medicine and throw them at him to make him feel better.
It's slow, though, so we won't.
Yeah, and then, you know, when you do it, he opens up the gate to his control room for you. But first, we are freeing his friends here. We're doing some nice things for him. Like, we freed Dumpling there. Grab this egg. And then... So instead of curing his ailments... By the way, Luna's responsible for those, as she is. And we just hop over the gate here, and... it's gonna do the thing for me. We gotta tilt the ship on its side. Technically, this makes our life a little harder, like maneuvering. Finn often bounces strangely off of slopes, but we need the ship to be tilted this way in order to make collecting another egg later possible.
Yep. It's just like in The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild with the bird. The bird, you gotta tilt the bird.
Yes, this is definitely Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Tick, tick. We got the little countdown before that door closes.
Gonna go visit Mr. Carrington's heart there with the help of Dumpling. There's a puzzle here. You're supposed to hit things in a certain order. Or...
Wow, a super bounce.
Yeah. 2 super bounces. You got a bonus super bounce there. One of them was a little short.
Twice as much super per bounce.
And then Finn's gonna go for his little swim. Don't worry, he's enjoying himself despite the noises. Just a little swim in some blood.
It's one of those like bath bombs. It's like the sort of like a red fragrance bath bomb. I learned a lot about color theory on Tumblr, so I think it's good when the liquid is red. Actually, people love this.
And these little spinny guys here, little blades, they're called scritches, and their in-game lore is that they're Mr. Carrington's friends, and they scratch his back for him. It's very sweet. And then, not this egg, but the next egg here is going to be the reason why we tilted the ship. So, we're going to we're going to do an attack off the ground here in order to get a rolling attack state, and then we're grabbing this bottle of medicine, and then we're coming over here and using the rolling attack state to break through this window. And we tilted the ship so that when we come out here, the wing of the ship is tilted so that we can get up to this little floating platform here where something smells good.
Something smells good. Oh no!
Oh no!
That
It's
egg
fine.
is being cooked.
It's
Okay,
fine.
medicine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. We have some medicine. As you know, medicine fixes being cooked alive.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
the medicine of not being cooked. It's one of my favorite medicines.
And then come out here. We're going to grab an egg on the tail. So, have to be a little careful approaching this egg, because if you're too far to the right, Finn will actually slide off the tail, and if that happens as you're collecting the egg, Finn will fall down during the egg collect cutscene and will not trigger the death plane, so you get stuck down there, which is fun.
That just doesn't sound very fun. Not to be like a critic, but it sounds kind of more like a soft lock than a fun.
I mean, you can like kind of navigate the geometry down there and find the death plane, but yeah, it's definitely not fast. That's for sure.
Oh, huh. They learned.
And now we are grabbing the last egg in Mr. Carrington. But first, he's going to give us his intro dialogue because this is the first time we've entered him normally.
Hi, and also bye.
The egg and the stomach acid here. And then we're doing another save and quit. We're going to move on to the next area of the game called I think it was Prismic Palace, his little ice snowy area.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, but first we're going to take a small detour because Finn's hungry.
I'm also hungry. You know what I want? I think I want an apple. I would love an apple.
Let's see if we can
Apples
find an
are-
apple.
Awesome.
How do you
I
feel
thought you were
about
going to say that
apple-
you want an egg.
How
I
do you
don't
feel
want an
about
egg.
apples with faces on them?
I don't want an apple with a face on it. Never mind.
All right, maybe we'll leave that there for now then.
Yeah, okay,
Someone else
thank you.
can have it.
Okay. I'm sorry about the detour. I was just really hungry, and then I saw the face on that apple, and I was like, I never want to eat again.
Totally fair. So we have gotten into the Prismic Palace. We came in kind of through a back way there. That's a shortcut that you're supposed to open from the other side, but we were able to just kind of hop over it. And here it's blizzarding at the moment. Everything's frozen over because Lady Opal is mad that Luna has stolen her eggs. So we need to find all Lady Opal's eggs. Thankfully, there's only 3 of them. It'd be a very long speedrun if we had to collect 40 more of them. You can see Lady Opal in the back over there to the right. She's an angry ice cube at the moment.
Who among us is not an angry ice cube some of the time, though?
Me, when I was during AGDQ in Pittsburgh. Alright, and we've got the egg here. Or 3 eggs. You know what? Are you I think I'm feeling a little hungry. I wish I had that apple. I can deal with a apple with a face on it. Oh, there it is. So, conveniently enough, when you hit an apple out of the tree over in the other area, and come over to this area, the apple gets displaced to this area, and you can just grab it. Which will be useful, because we are about to go confront the Gobbler.
The
Exclamation mark.
gobbler! Exclamation mark.
Do you have the Gobbler's lore?
Luna lavished affection on it when she was much younger, so it got spoiled and gained a serious sweet tooth. So serious and sweet that it needs apple, known as sweet.
It literally has apples for eyes. The Gobbler does.
Me too. I really like that the exclamation mark is part of its name. It really sells the gobblers gobbling. Like, you know it's serious, right?
He's ready to gobble. And then we are coming up here. Do a little bouncy. To go into the lore room. There's some lore in the game about how there was an ancient king who opened like a Pandora's box and then everything got frozen, and I guess this is it. But I'm just here for an egg. So then we are going to bounce on the roof here, the roofs of this palace, in order to skip going up that gnarly ramp over there. It's an unpleasant experience. It's slippery, there's bouncy mushrooms and urchins who want to knock you around. Oh, well, apparently we're going there anyways. But not as much of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also got more of those 2D enemies.
And this is the observatory. There's a little puzzle here. We know the solution. So we just gotta spin these around. I go to the far one there first because it's further away from where it needs to be, so it makes it so I have more time to spin the camera around. And this is probably my favorite egg.
It's a really good egg. It's like easily one of my top 3. The night sky egg.
Chat, what are your favorite eggs? And we're going to do a little slide over here.
My favorite eggs are both of you.
Oh, thank you. And then we're going to do a big jump here. Oh. We're going to do a little skydiving, and then we're going to come back and do a big jump because I want to show it off.
It's a really cool jump.
Yes, and this is not on a cursed GDQ computer, so it should work this time. Okay. I say.
Third time's the charm, I'm always saying. This jump's worth it. Don't worry about it.
So if you remember fast gliding, we're going to be using that to get to the roof of the palace to collect an egg, which skips a whole lot of having to do stuff inside the palace, because that is slow. So we get a big boost off of that mushroom there, and then we fast glide over.
Yep, and that is just big.
And then come up here.
Oh, it's acupuncture time.
Almost. It's
Oh.
basically acupuncture time.
Yeah.
You can talk about Big Star if you want.
Okay, well, basically, I mean, there's not much to say. Sometimes you meet a starfish.
Oh, I got the
that's
cutscene skip.
Oh, excellent. Sometimes you meet a
Excellent,
starfish,
indeed.
and the thing that starfish actually needs is acupuncture, and it's also going to make very fascinating noises while being poked.
He has a lovely baritone.
That is
And-
a set of words you could use to describe.
That's the set of words that the game uses to describe him. He has a lovely baritone, and he needs to, needs to go see his people. If in the post game you get an ability to fly more freely than your normal wings let you right now, and you can actually go up there, and he has dialogue for you if you go find him.
Aw, that's cute.
Yeah, like it says something about how the weather's lovely up there or something. So now
Someone in chat wants to know if they can borrow an egg from you for a bowl of ramen.
Finn might have a problem with that. Those are kind of his brothers and sisters and siblings.
Oh, oh no!
No. One of Lady Opal's eggs is probably fine though, if you want cool eggs.
Yeah. I mean, once we're out of the area here, once we're out of the area, you can have Lady Opal's eggs. Then it doesn't matter if everything's frozen over.
Oh, look out! Those are Porygon 2s. They use Hyper Beam.
Thankfully, we dodged them. So this is our last save and quit of the run. We're just gonna have a few more eggs to clean up here, so time will be coming up fairly shortly. So
Now it's finally time to tackle the mighty wall.
the first obstacle of the game here. You're supposed to come up here when you first get your tail and smack him, and then go to the first area through here, but we circumvented that, so we get to hit him here at the end. And we also see Luna one last time here.
Bye, Luna. Bye, Luna.
So I hug the left side there because she can actually hit you during the cutscene and knock you back. And we are hopping over that wall there. Coming over here. So yeah, so we're down to 3 more eggs. First one is in the crystals here. Just gotta grab over here. So yeah, I guess now's a good time to kind of start doing shoutouts. Thank you so much to Binary Breakers for having me on for this showcase. I hope you all enjoyed me collecting 43 eggs. Yeah. And thank you, Echo, for joining me on comms.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me. It's lovely to be here. Lovely to talk about eggs. There's 39 out of 40. Get
So
hyped for...
the time will end the second I touch the 40th egg up here. It's coming up very shortly. It's in a... I'll be swimming up through the bottom of a little iceberg in here. And immediately touching the egg, pretty much. And... time. So that's all that was all eggs. You can follow me on Twitch if you want. I don't really stream very much, but maybe I'll randomly stream some eggs or something. And then follow Echo. She streams more than I do, at the very least. And
I really don't stream that much. But yeah.
More than I do. And thank you, Rara, for hosting. You're a lovely host.
Well, thank you. Thank you for running. This was really fun to be part of.
So yeah, that was all eggs.
All right, everybody, give it up one more time for Mouse Shy for that wonderful run of Cavern of Dreams, all eggs. We'll be back in just one quick moment.